What is up, everybody? I'm Ted Barrus. Welcome to a Facebook Live video. Yeah. What we're going to be doing is Ted Barrus, I'm a YouTuber, I'm going to be talking to you about my infamous battle with SHOENICE22. He's another YouTuber. And this has been like, a lot of people get sick of the drama. A lot of people don't like to hear his name or hear me mention him. But I haven't done a video about the history of us in a long time. And I do know that people will steal this video and put it up because there's a lot of people out there that do not like him. And there's people out there that don't like me and think I'm going to get irritated about it, that they're going to steal this video and use it to bash him. I don't care. But some things went down today, and on my lunch break, he was trolling me, I think, on his lunch, and then I went on and attacked him back on Twitter, so we've been battling back and forth. So I'm going to tell you guys how I started chatting with him, how we had our beef, what's happened, the things that I know about him and all that. But before we do that, we're going to smoke a bowl, and I'm going to check these boots out. Check this out, man. My wife surprised me with some Timberland work boots, baby. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Right here, size 11. I can't wait to see what they look like. Oh, yeah. Oh, these will be nice for work. Yeah. These are some nice work boots right here. And they're Timberlands, baby. Oh, I hate to fuck them up. But one day on the job, and these are going to be trashed. But, yeah, some nice Timberland work boots. Yeah. Used to like Lugs, but Lugs are they're not real work boots. They used to be comfortable and last a long time, but not no more. Yeah, these look well made. These look like quality. Like it. Check them out. Try them on later. Are these designed by Justin Timberlake? No, but I will tell you, my jeans are. I have like 4 pairs of Justin Timberlake's brand. I forgot. They're so comfortable. What the name is it? Fuck, I can't. I'm not going to go look. I want to smoke a bowl. I'm tired, man. I've been working all day and loaded several trucks up and tore up a lot of concrete and stuff. So we're going to smoke a bowl. So let's go through the comments. Sheared outward lugs for design fashion when I was a teenager. Now, see, I always liked lugs. Lugs were lugs for thugs. I mean, but I grew up in Vallejo, and a lot of my friends wore them, and that's how I heard about them. And then I started wearing them, and I was like, they were comfortable. I had, at any given time, I'd have like 4 different pairs of lugs in different colors. But then they started making shit quality. Like, I'd have them, seriously, guys, I'd had my lugs for like a week. I made a video about it and bashed them on Twitter. And they tore, like, right here. So I went out and got a second pair. Same thing, man. They tore right here. Cheap as shit. The quality went down. I used to wear them for, I have a pair of lugs that would last me 8 months or a year. And then it's like a week? No. So I'll never buy lugs again. They, just garbage. Junky garbage. Anyway, let's get to the roost of this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I started making YouTube videos in early 2009. I even put some out in 2008, but I wasn't even serious, and a lot of those videos were just stupid, and it took them down. But I started seriously getting into YouTube in like 2009, 2010. And how I met SHOENICE was he had made a bunch of comments on some videos, and I had like, at the time, I had 1,000 subscribers. And he had, I want to say, like almost 100,000. He was a big YouTuber, man. Back then, there weren't a lot of, the food guys and the challenge guys. He was honestly one of the big ones. He was up there with like Furious Pete, but everyone surpassed him, and everyone surpassed me. Like, there's all kinds of chili head channels now that have 100,000 subscribers, but it's because YouTube never puts my videos on the featured or the trending. They never do. They used to, but I think because I made so many videos bashing YouTube and I puked a lot in videos, they never put me on trending. But you have beheading videos on trending and all this shit. But anyway, that's not what this subject's about. So he had sent me some messages, and we were corresponding back and forth. I was living up in Pullman, Washington at the time, and I was working at the University of Idaho. I was a custodial engineer, and it was me and Naga Bob and my buddy Ken Kong. And I would film them, you know, eating weird stuff or eating peppers, and I would sometimes eat the peppers. I wouldn't eat them as much as torture other people in the beginning. I would do it at home sometimes, but most of my videos, honestly, were other people eating chilies and getting punished. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Troy Lancaster. How's everyone doing? Can't wait till my wife gets home so I can show her these beautiful lugs. I had to be careful opening this because I have a Christmas present on the way, and I was like crossing my finger. I shook it and was like, oh yeah, it's a box of boots. I didn't want to open up my Christmas present, even though I have a hint that what it is. I'm thinking it's something that I wanted in Germany, that I got to use in Germany. Yeah, but anyway, if it is what I think it is, I'll make a video in it like Rocky. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Anyway, so me and old SHOENICE were corresponding back and forth in direct messages on YouTube and then Facebook. Oh yeah. So he ended up giving me his phone number. He was still living in New York. He hadn't gone to Colorado yet. Before he went to Colorado, he went to Florida. Then he got in trouble in Florida and had to hightail it. We're going to get to that. I'm going to tell you everything I know about the guy. And it's your job to figure out what you think's truth or lies. So he gives me his phone number, and I call him up. And I'm like, whoa, I'm talking to a YouTube celebrity. This guy's SHOENICE, man. He's the dude that eats anything. I was hooked on the guy when I saw him eat the dryer lint. And I have the video. It's on a hard drive. I know it is. I have a bunch of his old videos, and I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to do what I could do. I hate him. I despise this man. I want to publicly whoop his ass and have it filmed. I want to get in a ring, and I really do want to fight this dude. Because I know I'm going to win. I know it. And he deserves it because of all the people that he's attacked. Anyway, I looked up to him. And what I was going to say is I'm going to give him these videos. I have videos that he lost that no one has. I know I do because I was like, oh, these are so cool. And I remember putting them on a computer, and then I took all the videos that were on the computer on a hard drive. So I have them somewhere, and I'm going to send them to him and be nice and Dropbox them to me because it's not my property. They're his videos. But some of you guys are going to get a kick out of him, especially the fucking legendary dryer lint video where he ate all kinds of dryer lint from an apartment building and he was gagging on hairs and pulling them out of his throat. One of his real stunts. There's not a lot of his stunts that are real, but that's one of them. So I get his phone number and I'm talking to him. And I remember, man, I was in the administration building because this was like, as a YouTuber, this was a big deal, man. Somebody this big talking to me, having his phone number. So I go up in the administration building, and I'm like hiding out. I don't want to do no work. I just want to talk to SHOENICE. So I'm talking to him for like 20 minutes, and he's getting drunk and, you know, telling me about stuff. So it turned into a thing. I called him like, I don't know, probably 20 times, and I'd have conversations with him on speakerphone with Ken Kong and Naga Bob. And they're like, oh, dude, it is the guy that chugs the vodka and eats the tampons. I mean, people were impressed. And I was trying to get him a gig later on. I'll get to that later on. The Houston Hot Sauce Festival. So I'm working at U of I. I got his phone number, and we've been chatting on the phone. you know, and back and forth messaging and stuff. And then I have a friend who is a YouTuber. He becomes a YouTuber while I'm working at the University of Idaho. His name's Brad Bishop. DBATITZ, I think is his YouTube name or something. The Pepperlucha, Brad Bishop, whatever. He reviews peppers and hot sauce. Way over the top, though. I mean, he goes crazy, like infomercial style. And Brad was like asking me advice. And I said, oh, fuck, dude, yeah, you can make a parody video. SHOENICE isn't going to care if you make a parody video. I've made parody videos. You guys can see them of him. And, well, he made one, and SHOENICE flipped the fuck out. The parody video was SHOENICE has potty mouth. And Brad Bishop took a toilet brush. And me and him were talking on the phone. Me and Brad talk on the phone, bullshit and good friends. And giving him ideas. I had a little black book of YouTube ideas for crazy videos. And we're going back and forth. And I said, dude, a toilet brush. He goes, yeah, Vagisil. I'm going to put Vagisil on it. And he brushed his mouth with a toilet brush and Vagisil. And then used a douche thing to rinse out his mouth. And SHOENICE flipped out. He started trolling him and attacking him, and he was getting trolled by 1,000 people because he had almost 100,000. This is when SHOENICE got real serious numbers, like when 70% of people would watch his videos because it was the old days of him before he was doing the sub for sub and buying numbers and stuff like that. So one thing about when you buy those numbers, you know, you got him until YouTube destroys him and stuff, but they have to catch him, and they never caught him. I mean, you could see periods of time when SHOENICE would gain like 15,000 subscribers in a single day, but his views didn't go up dramatically. Those are bought views, people. Never have I bought views. My problem was I turned my channel into a fucking bullshit variety channel. Instead of sticking with certain things, I went all over the place, and I lost a lot of fucking subs. People just didn't care anymore. Anyway, back to the story. So SHOENICE is attacking Brad. And I was like, whoa, this is not cool. So I stuck up for him, man. And I used the same analogy I did then. David versus Goliath. And I never backed down. I ended up meeting other people that had problems with him. He has a big beef with the guy named the Metal Madman. And they've been fighting for years too. But my war, I was fighting with SHOENICE for several years before that. He got involved. A lot of his trolls got involved later on when he started charging fans $5 to be a friend on Facebook. He had a thing where if you PayPal'd him $5, you could be his friend on Facebook. But he only had 5,000. You could only have like 5,000 friends. So and he even filled it up. And then he started kicking people that paid. People were paying. He was telling kids. He was telling them. And then deleting the videos and deleting the tweets and deleting the Facebook things to steal their credit cards. Get your parents' credit card. Get a debit card. Just give me $5. PayPal me. And people were doing it. Yeah. So it all started with me and him was old Brad Bishop. And then he attacked my wife. He makes these lies up about that I got mad at him over a chili festival. And that's not what it was. Let me tell you what it was. A dude that owns a hot sauce company, or it's in the industry of the hot sauce company down in Texas, in Houston, came to me because I was going to the Houston Hot Sauce Expo. I believe it was 2012. He goes, dude, you know that SHOENICE guy, right? And I go, yeah, he's a piece of work. And he was like, well, I'm interested. I kind of want him down here maybe when you're down here. Or at my booth. I want him here. And I'm like, okay, and I can try. So I sent him a message. And we go back and forth, me and Shu and him. And he wants like a pound of weed. And he wants a hotel room and he wants meals paid. And he doesn't want to fly. He wants to take a bus. Dude's willing to do all that. And but then it was just drama. It was more and more and more just to get you to come down there and eat tampons. That's what it was. He was going to come down there and have him eat hot sauce soaked tampons. and pay for him to come down there, give him a pound of marijuana. He was going to get him a pound. This isn't fucking Texas, man. Texas is a hanging state, you know? They ain't marijuana friendly down in Texas, especially in 2012. And they were going to be able to get him a pound. And it was just drama. And then he always says, that's why I got mad. No, dude, I got mad. And people have been following me know this history. There's so many new people that follow me. And so, yeah, him and I have gone back and forth. This man he was married and unfaithful and a scumbag. He cared more about YouTube than his own family. This man goes on videos. You can find these videos, people. All you have to do is search on YouTube. There's what is it? SHOENICE deleted videos. What is it, 28 now? He thinks it's me. Says I use the same thumbnails and all this shit. Whatever. If it is me, I'm making money on the channel. But it's not me. But could be. You'll never know. He just a piece of work, man. I'm gonna smoke a bowl. We'll get more into the history about him in New York. Before we get to that, I want you guys. Before I get to him in New York and Florida, I want to tell you people who he's attacked that you're fans of. Some of you are going to be fans of one of these names. Jenna Marbles. He called her a whore, slut, said every vile thing you could say to Jenna Marbles. And it was going back and forth. Boogie2988. Now, there's not a lot of YouTubers out there that you can say are 100% a nice guy. I mean, Boogie2988. He's a gamer, and he does character Francis and breaks stuff and screams, but he is such a nice person, and he attacked him over and over. Has said so many vile, disgusting things about Boogie2988. He's gotten people's addresses, YouTubers' addresses, and posted them publicly. I mean, he's done that to me multiple times. But then, LA Beast. LA Beast is a legend on YouTube. And he's never attacked anybody. I've been a jerk to the LA Beast. I remember when I sent him a bunch of chilies. I was like, dude, what's up, man? And they're going to rot. You know, I was annoying him. It was because I was worried about the chilies, and I didn't want him to eat them rotten. So you'll notice in one of the videos, one of the peppers he eats, it was pretty nasty looking, man. It started to go bad a little bit. It's still just as hot, but ew. And that's why I was annoying him. But love the LA Beast. Who has he said a bad thing about on YouTube? Only one person. Only one person. SHOENICE. Yeah, the LA Beast has had to attack him because SHOENICE's trolling has just been out of hand. And he just attacks and trolls anybody now to get attention because his channel's just dying, you know. Mine's slowly taking off again, but he's just, it's sad. But he attacked LA Beast. I think the worst attack, H3. He went after Ethan, and what's his wife's name? His wife is... she's an immigrant from where? Slovenia, maybe Russia, or somewhere. They're so nice. That YouTube channel, H3. Love that channel. I was so shocked to see him go after them. And then he did. But the most vile, disgusting thing, people, that this man has done to another YouTuber are the things that he said about Furious Pete. Now, I have my own little beef with Furious Pete. It's more of like, I'm butthurt. Because, yeah, I didn't get the shout-out video from him when I should have. And it's more just butthurt, man, because I look up to him. He is such an inspiration to so many people. I mean, I'm inspired by Furious Pete. And he said things that just, like, horrible. Like that he die of cancer. He hoped he die of cancer. He said it multiple times. And it's like, we just don't need scumbags like that on YouTube, man. And so many of his fans are blind to this stuff. They just don't look for it. They don't see it. They just want to watch him fake liquor slams. Now, some of the things that SHOENICE told me on the phone, man, he told me some of the things that he did. He was drunk. He told me his girlfriend was the one that came up with the idea for the deodorant. And it was white chocolate. They melted white chocolate and poured it in a thing and then shaved it. And then rolled it out and he ate it. And if you look at the video, it's white chocolate. You can see it's white chocolate. He told me that. He was telling me about the sleight of hand, man. You know? Not all of that shit's real. He's told other people this. I mean, he's gone live stream drunk and told people how he's faked things and how people are sheeple. That's what he calls them, sheeple. This is a fact about SHOENICE. He doesn't like to do those liquor slams. The one that made him famous, the vodka one, that was legit and real. He hasn't done that every single time because he doesn't like to puke. What he likes to do is he likes to fill it with water. He can handle all the water getting chugged. But then he pours it in a pitcher and slowly drinks it out. Now there's a big, huge troll out there named Dean. The guy's name's Dean. And he was friends with SHOENICE, man. And he exposed him in all kinds of ways. That's how we found out about him smoking crack and being a crackhead, man. There's even videos of him smoking crack on YouTube. There must be 1,000 deleted videos of SHOENICE in some corrupt, horrible way. But let's reverse the clock a little bit because we got to end this soon. We're going to go to New York, where SHOENICE is from, where he was married. Now, what I was told and a whole bunch of other people, and supposedly there's video of him admitting it, but I haven't had time to go look for it on SHOENICE deleted videos. But if I have that channel, I've seen the video. Him getting caught with a 14-year-old. And there's all this, there's a girl in, is she in Florida? A young girl that's in Florida that supposedly he fooled around with. And that's a pervert and a disgusting person. And a person like that does deserve to be exposed. I mean, there's videos of him conning. There's a kid, he was a young man over in the UK making thumbnails for this guy and had a deal with him. And he ripped him off. So he made a video and the video went viral and exposed him. The guy's a piece of garbage. And today, I went at him on Twitter. Man, I ain't going to take his shit no more. If people don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to let it corrupt my YouTube channel. That's for entertainment, not drama. But you all need to be aware. If you're a fan of his, you're supporting a real piece of shit. Somebody that doesn't care if a girl's 18. Somebody that doesn't care about his own kid. Calls his kid a spoiled piece of shit. You know, there's all kinds of videos that I've seen him where he's just trashing his child, his son. He's an embarrassment. He's a piece of human filth. He's garbage. And I did on Twitter, man. I went up and I was hoping that Keemstar or H3H3, because they were tagged in a comment, would just one reply. Because if they made it happen, I'll tell you what, I don't have the boxing experience that he has, but I'll get in a ring with him under whatever rules he wants, because he just so deserves an ass whooping. And I just despise him. I despise him more than my trolls that are trolling me. Just human filth. Yeah. So that was New York. That's why he ended up leaving. And then he went to Florida, folks. He went to Florida. And then he got chased out of Florida. There was something involved with a towing company. Dude was going to kill him. But I didn't even know about this other young girl in Florida until his friend Dean exposed all that stuff. And then also there was some multiple arrests in Florida, indecent exposure, drunken public. Yeah, and then there's a place, ladies and gentlemen, I shit you not. Look this up about SHOENICE. Look up SHOENICE in the Boot Hill Saloon, people. So, this is really, really funny. This dude got desperate for money, and he was given blowjobs to truck drivers. He was given blowjobs to truck drivers. Why not go work anywhere, doing anything? You're just, yeah. All you got to do is look up SHOENICE Lot Lizard or SHOENICE Boot Hill Saloon, and you're going to hear the story. It's out there, and it's, I mean, when you read all the messages and all the stuff, it wasn't a troll job. It wasn't make-believe. It actually was real shit. Matthias Forsberg, man, that sounds like isn't that a famous dude on Instagram? On like 420? No, maybe that's someone else. Anyway, sorry. I was reading through the comments. Yeah. So he was given blowjobs. And then I don't know if it was because of the young lady, why he bounced so quick, or if it was the tow company. But he got ran out of Florida. You ain't going to see him going back to Florida. No more Daytona Beach for him. So he ended up going to Colorado because it's a green state. He's talked about wanting to come here to like Seattle, to the West Coast. There's no way he will. There's no way he will. I will. I would make the drive. It's a short goddamn drive to get to Seattle. I don't even go there to do collab videos. I mean, I could go probably do a collab with Colt Moo. He's even attacked Colt Moo. He's attacked Reckless Eating. I could go on and on, guys, with channels that you know. What's the latest one that he was attacking real hardcore? Nice Kid. He's a young man that wears a suit, and he reviews fast food in a scientific business way. Not my cup of tea, but it's funny. And ladies and gentlemen, anyone that thinks his liquor slams are real, I've heard it out of his own mouth, and others have too, that he likes to put chug water, and pour it in a pitcher and drink it out of a pitcher, the alcohol, because he doesn't like to puke. If he chugs water, if you guys don't believe me, man, if you watch his videos and how he has his hands, he's told me this shit. How he has his hands on bottles and how he makes noises on shit. Think about it. All you have to do is think about it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's already cut. It's already filled with water. He's had videos up there where you can see the air bubbles, and you don't have air bubbles with high percentage alcohol, high proof. That's a fact. The bubbles are extremely tiny, and they dissipate instantly. The higher the proof, the quicker the bubbles dissipate. That is a fact. That is science. 90% of his stunts with alcohol chugs are fake. Watch. He can't chug beer. He has a hard time chugging when he's doing a real legit thing. And, yeah. So, then to speed it up, him and I fought each other back and forth, and it's never stopped. I pretty much ignore him on YouTube. I don't make videos about him anymore. I stopped. But on Facebook, it's a little different. On you know, it's not my YouTube channel, and I'm not going to take this guy's shit anymore. And if I have a chance to get him in the ring and use his head as a punching bag, I'm going to take the opportunity. So I'd love for it to happen. God, yeah. the different troll armies can start supporting their people. You know, my people can support me. Go Ted, and his can support him. He has many more, but I think some of his worst trolls would be backing me. Yeah, and then charging for shoutouts. Who in the fuck charges for a shoutout? You gonna charge your friends, your fans for shoutouts? Give me a fucking break. What's up, Jeff Bears? How you doing, brother? We're gonna hit the bowl real quick. A little bit more of this grease monkey left. Mike McGee said, SHOENICE in all seriousness is a weird dude. Like, not just because he does weird shit, but I get weird, creepy vibe from him. Well, did you guys know he killed someone in the military? He drove over a soldier and killed him. I believe it was like over an argument or something. Yeah. And then he acts like he's fucking G.I. Joe. Like this motherfucker's a hero, Captain America and shit. Today he attacked me on Twitter, you know, saying, well, you didn't have the balls to serve. No, I didn't have the balls to serve. You did it out of desperation. You did it because you had no other fucking choice. Because you were a vile piece of shit. And it was either join the fucking army or go to jail. So you went to fucking army. You went to boot camp. It's not because you're a fucking American hero and you didn't save nobody. And you're not a fucking SEAL. So I don't need to, like, kiss your ass because you were fucking driving a military 6x6 and drove over somebody. Son of a bitch. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. So many other things, man. I could go on and on. I'm just suggesting you guys check out SHOENICE deleted vids. Do research, man. His ConMad, the Boot Hill Saloon. Check it all out. Look for it all. There's so many anti-SHOENICE channels and videos out there. 1,000 of them, guys. Some of them are pretty fucking entertaining. Yeah. But, a long time ago, I felt bad, folks. I felt bad because I was like, dude, I heard this rumor that he, you know, his wife caught him with a 14-year-old and kicked him out. And I felt bad that I helped spread a rumor, you know, because that's some serious fucking shit. But I don't feel bad no more because the shit's coming out of Florida now, too. There are videos out there somewhere. Kayla? I think her name's Kayla. I don't know. But I don't feel bad no more. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not the bully. I've been a bully on YouTube, and I've been a troll, and I admit that. I raised my hand. I'm not anymore. I think I'm a nice guy, you know? I'd rather talk to a troll and converse with him, let him be a smart ass, rather than just fucking all the negativity and nastiness, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Oh, yeah, one more bowl. Here, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of green on this one. Yeah, a little bit on the green top. Because it's the last hit of the video. And we're going to end it. Mr. Jeff Bears. How you doing up there in Tacoma? You get any weather yet? You get any snow? We got down to 42 here in Portland. He lives up in Seattle. You know what I do? I'd probably bring him with me. I stop and pick him up. And me and Jeff, then I wouldn't need any other people. He can bring whoever he wants. It'd just be me and Jeff. And we go meet him. And then I could go beat his ass. It really is. Like, I know it's so fucking pathetic, guys, and I know that some of you are disappointed in me, like, that, wow, 2 grown men, you're 43 years old, Ted. Well, you know what? Yep, I'm 43, and times are changed, and people are different, and everything's different, and the internet's involved, and it's just, I don't care. I don't care if it's immature. I'm doing, I just, I don't. I don't like that piece of shit. I'm going to be public about it. And if I have the opportunity to kick his ass and not go to jail, but do it so I have permission to, you know, he's going to sign something, I'll sign something, you know, I get to kick his ass and you guys get a video. Hey, winning. We'd make some money off that shit. Matthias Forsberg's over in Europe, ladies and gentlemen. He said, we got about 11 inches of snow here in Sweden. Ooh, Sweden. You know, I was supposed to go to the UK. Man. And it's not happening, I guess. We were going to go over to, where the hell? I'm trying to think. It wasn't London. I'm stoned, so I can't remember. What's up, Pam Ross, Michael Daly? I can't think where we were going to go. But it was somewhere in England. But, you know, Berlin, we went when we went to Berlin and we came back, the jet lag was real, folks. The jet lag was... No, Manchester was in Manchester in the UK we're going to end up in. But the jet lag was real. I'd never had jet lag like that before. I went to the UK before. I mean, they flew me to the UK in, 2012, I think they did. Chili Pepper Pete company. And I didn't have jet lag. I don't know why. Maybe I slept, but I think I did. But going the Berlin, man, oh, the jet lag was something else. For a week, my wife and I were just like, ugh. It's horrible. James Marriott says, Ted, any tips for a person who wants to grow chilies? Well, yes. There's a forum that I don't like, and they don't like me. They hate my guts. It's called thehotpepper.com. I have a long history there, and I don't go back. I haven't rejoined. I won't. I stay away. There's a lot of good info, though, there. There's a lot of egos. There, you got some of the best growers in the world sharing tips, information, and pictures in this community called thehotpepper.com. It's probably the best site there is. The Italians have some sites, but like I said, it's Italian. So you need a translator, and it's the best you're going to get out of there is pics, because you need a translator to translate all the shit, and it sucks. But so thehotpepper.com, just don't mention me. Not because I'm afraid of any bad things that people will say, because there'll be a lot of that anyway. But it'll just bring hate towards you. You won't be making friends if you mention me. And there's a lot of people there that you probably like to get to know. If you want to know about chilies, growing chilies, new exotic chilies, some of the chilies that I hear about, I've heard about in there, first, and then been like, oh, I would love to review this one. And yeah, so really cool hobbyists. Some of the best hobbyist growers in the world are at thehotpepper.com. It's called, or THP, a lot of people call it. Let's see. Stephen Logue, or is it Logu? I want to say it's a French name, Lagoo, or it's probably Lug. It's 70 degrees in Mississippi during the day, then 25 to 30 in the morning. Seems about right. Yeah, here it's get down to 42. It's gonna snow, and then it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, man. Oh my God, is it gonna suck? Oh, I've never had to put chains on a dually before, but I'm gonna have to figure that shit out because we drive with chains on. Yeah, and the dually. Let's see. James, Marriott, Ted. Oh no, I already read that one. Let's see. Let me go through Hot Pepper Growing Society on Facebook. James Cozart. So I'm not really a part of any of the communities anymore. I have a lot of people that don't like me in different communities, and the chili community is one. I mean, every community has their little cliques, and I have my own clique. And I'd rather not be a part of it because I'm going to get dragged into shit because I'm the fire-breathing idiot. I will get dragged into shit. Somebody will tag me in something in the group and blah, 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 and somebody will start talking shit, and then I'm going to start talking shit, and I'd rather just not have that negativity, you know what I mean? So there is one group I'm a member of. You have to get permission to go there. It's called Pepper Wars. It's run by a friend of mine named Daniel, and he's very particular who he lets in. He's the guy that gave me Fireball, my kitty. I don't know where she is. But, it's a... Pepper Wars is a group of more kind of my clique. And there's hotheads in there, and there's assholes, and there's people that don't say anything. And if you have a grief or a grievance with somebody, it's somewhere you can get your grievance out. If you want to troll in that little community, you can troll in that group safely. There's a lot of information, history in there, but it's not like any other group in the chili head community. There's a lot of big, people in the industry that are part of that group. I'm not going to start naming people. There's one member that's not welcome in that group. The guy, Mr. South Carolina, Carolina Reaper, Smoking Ed Carolina Reaper. He isn't welcome in the group. He is not liked there, and he doesn't have many friends in that group. And I'm not afraid to say I'm not a friend of his. I feel that everybody in the community is pissed off. Things are popping out every day about Pepper X and the Carolina Reaper and the fraud and the scam that it is. And, yep, it is what it is. Lots of little drama, but there is that group. There's also a group called Chili Heads on Facebook, but that group is... Chili Heads is kind of gotten commercialized, so it's not like it used to be. It used to be a group that was just people who love spicy food and people in the community. And then the public started coming in, more and more and more and more people. And it's kind of ruined it because then commercial companies started coming that weren't part of it. And now it's just like spam and just dumb stuff. And it's sad. It's cool that it grew, but yeah. But there are a lot of groups out there, chili head groups. You can look them up. Some of them I'm banned from. It's funny is that the only way to ban somebody from a group, this is how childish some of the chili heads are in these groups that have groups. Like, what's that one guy? His name is Steve Roberts. What is his name? Something Roberts. He has a website. He does radio acting or voiceover work. Scott Roberts, Mike Roberts. I can't remember the guy's name. But this is how childish these guys are in some of these groups and how cliquish they can be. They invited me to a group just to ban me from it. So I can never even try to be a member of it or anything. I mean, it was like, what the hell? That's so childish and chicken shit. Yeah. But there's been some nasty perverts in the community. You guys have heard me say that I won't review for hobbyist hot sauce makers or people that don't have a commercial kitchen or license. And there's a reason. And I kept telling people, I don't do that. I won't do that. I won't do that. And this one guy, it was down in Texas. He was he was trying to get me to review his hot sauces. And I was like, no, man. And then I met him, and I was like, that dude's a creepy weirdo, man. He's a pervert. That dude's a weirdo. I don't want nothing to do with him. And I didn't. And I said bad things about him. I got bad vibes. I don't like him. Fuck him. And guess what? Other people reviewed his shit. And then his home was raided. He was a child molesting fucking pervert. Guess what they found in the kitchen? Dirty condoms on the counter. And it said next to cooking pots. That's where he was making his hot sauce. In the kitchen while he was diddling kids. Yeah, and had his pud wrappers sitting right on the dirty counter. Oh, yeah. And I went and I didn't hold it in. I was like, ah ha ha, I told you. You know what? You didn't just consume hot sauce. I bet that weirdo, I bet he added some protein in that hot sauce bottle. Yeah, nuh-uh. Gotta be commercial kitchen license, or I really gotta trust you. I also had somebody send me something that was tainted or poisoned. I sent it to several YouTubers. Myself, Chuck from the Bronx got it. Reckless Eating got it. I talked to Chuck. I got to meet Chuck from the Bronx, and I hung out with him all day in New York City. We were hanging out until like 1 in the morning eating street pizza and puking our guts out. But we both were sent this stuff called Satan's Taint. And then he sent it some to me because it was sent to him. Everyone got violently ill, I believe, but one person. It wasn't capsaicin cramps. I've had cap cramps. Man, this I thought I was going to fucking die. I didn't know what it was. I puked and my stomach hurt for days. I was like in there just curling, like spinning and shit. I didn't know what was happening. If that had happened now, I'd call the police and shit. I didn't. I don't know why we didn't. My wife at the time, my ex-wife, she worked in the medical field, and yeah, she come home and I was in that bathroom on the floor, just white. A lot of people will ask me questions. They'll send me photos of a pepper, saying, "Hey Ted, what is it? It's this hot. Here's a picture of a seed." All right, guys, I got to tell you this. I don't know. If anybody out there can 100% guarantee a photo of what it is, they're a liar. They're lying to you. Now, if you get some orange habaneros, and it looks like an orange hab, I can say that. But if you pull out a big red long chili, and this is what it is, I don't fucking have a clue. There's 10,000 different chilies that it could be. And I'm not saying this to be a dickhead. I know some of you out there have asked me these questions, and I don't reply because I'm frustrated because I don't know what to say to you. Because common sense to me is like not work. It's like what the fuck? They must not know that there's so many chilies out there. If Neil Smith was able, to do that, I would say he's a liar. But he's not going to be able to do that. I can say it looks like this or that, but no. You can hold a ghost pepper up and say, well, I don't know. There's so many. Dorset Naga has a particular look usually, a long triangular look with a nipple. The Naga has the nipple. A lot of the Nagas have a little nipple on the end. But man, don't ask me what a fucking pepper is, because, man, I don't know. It could be a lot of different things. Kathy Mitchell says, at least you're honest. Young lady, I gotta be. There's two things I fucking have. I have my credibility and I have my integrity. And people have tried to take my credibility. There was a piece of shit that tried to say that I was taking seeds and trading them and selling them and shit. And I eat the fucking peppers. The only time I've ever taken seeds is when I was told to, or I specifically asked and they said it was okay. The Swamp Donkey character I do, guys, was created on somebody in the community that stole seeds and was a scammer and a liar. And that's how I created the Swamp Donkey character. If you guys watch my Swamp Donkey, if you watch the oldest ones, you'll see how it progressed. It originally was based on another YouTuber. It was trolling, honestly. But the guy deserved it. His name was Slade. And he scammed a lot of people. So I get mad when people try to attack my integrity and my character and honesty. I am an asshole. I admit that I'm an asshole. I admitted that I'm a troll and I've trolled. I always admit shit. I'm not one of those people that hide shit, man. I put my whole fucking life on YouTube with Beer Time and Ted and shit. And, yeah. So, I appreciate it when people say, you know, thank you for, at least I'm honest. Because I am. And, yeah. Steve Smallwood he thought he was going to get Ghost Pepper record. Also, he failed bad. Steve Smallwood, especially all these cross, no way telling them part 90. Yeah, Steve Smallwood hit a thing right now. A lot of people are trying to cross their own peppers. And they'll send me pictures of a pepper and go, oh, dude, what's this one? I had it growing ghost peppers in there, and I had these and that. Is it a chocolate bootla? And I'm like, no. Well, how do you know? Because, man, it's not a fucking chocolate bootla. If it was a chocolate bootla, you would have got it from somebody that grew out the fucking chocolate bootla. This is irritating. When somebody hears this is crossed with this, and then they go and do it, and then they're claiming that's a chocolate bootla. That's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. You're going to get something different. They crossed 3 different peppers, boom, boom, boom. And they came up with this. And it was a one-off. It didn't look like the rest of them. They were producing red. This one was a chocolate. They regrew it, trying to stabilize it. Just because somebody else can cross 3 different things doesn't mean they have it. You get these fucking idiots buying peppers on eBay, man. I don't understand how people are so fucking dumb where they watch me review a fucking pepper. I tell them where to get the seeds. Then they buy the seeds on eBay and send me a picture of a red fucking, like, jalapeno. And I'm like, oh, you're wondering why you have that? Where did you get the seeds? Oh, I got them off of eBay. Why? Why didn't you get them from Refining Fire Chilies or wherever I said to get them? Oh, they were out. I couldn't wait. Well, then you grew out bullshit. And we have a lot of bullshit out there. So you guys out there want good seeds? Got to go to the source. I told you guys about the Spiral Death Pepper from Jim Duffy. He ran out. Got him restocked. Ran out. Restocked. Because he has to get the seeds and they got to get them all packaged up. That's why they have so many packaged up. It doesn't mean he's out for the whole fucking season. And I get so tired. It's like, in videos, I want to put so many different little disclaimers in it, like, so people know, because so many times people be like, dude, he's out. I'm like, no, he's not out. He still has them. You have to wait. They'll go back up. He only has so many bagged up. It's not like Refining Fire Chilies is this big monster super company like PepperJoe.com. What was that? Pepper Joe's or whatever. That company. I mean, that guy had all kinds of employees, you know. Probably 50 people bagging seeds. Big super company. The companies I do reviews for are little small companies, so they're on a smaller scale. So once they run out, you got to wait. They'll get them restocked. If they're completely out, it'll say out for the season. Wait till 2018. Steve Smallwood said Pepper Joe sucked. Now that's from Steve Smallwood. I didn't say that. And I'll be honest. I have been threatened with legal action from that man. I will tell you what I can legally say about him because it's fact that he threatened me. He threatened my wife and a whole bunch of other things on the phone. He threatened to have me killed, all kinds of stuff. And that's the only thing I'm going to say about that man. He's not in that industry anymore, Pepper Joe's. So I will say that shit happened. He's like a mobster connected to the mob or something. So, that's all I got to say about that dude. Telling you guys, man, the chili industry, a lot of crazy people, a lot of crazy shit. Jim Duffy is legit, bought for a few years now. Joseph McKelvin said, yeah, he is. Brandon Giles, yeah, yes, sir, I am. Steve said he ordered a few years back and his stuff was garbage. Well, I'm not going to get off yet, man. My wife's not home yet, so I'm going to just stay on. I was going to get off because I thought my honey bunny would be home by now. I got off a little early, so she'll probably be home any minute, and then I'll get off because time with my wife is much more important than this shit. Tim Marsh says, I got my chocolate bootleg peppers by mail. Great customer service. Small mom and pop shop. Cool. Stephen Logue says, who is the best to buy Super Hots from? All right, I'll tell you. The best companies, let's see. I would say Jim. Jim is very, very reliable. There's also Curly. What's her name? Curly. She's out in Houston, I believe. There's another her seed company. Damn it, I can't remember her name. Awesome gal. You got Baker's Peppers. You can get Super Hots year round from him. Quality up and down on that. You know, I got to be honest, and I know that drives Dale batty when I say negative things, but honestly, you know, I've gotten good feedback about Dale and bad feedback. The bad feedback was peppers came that weren't ripened or were questionable quality, and that they felt burned because there were so many green or so many in horrible condition, and sometimes so long to get to them. So, but I have heard good things too. I will never send anyone to Mr. Puckerbutt. I will not be sending. I'm not going to say anything negative about them, their company selling seeds or any of that. But I will never send anyone to a company that I think is questionable, that I think is shady. So there's that. And the wife's home, so it's time to go. There it is, facebook.com, Curly Seed and Pepper Company. Yeah, they're in Texas. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Like always, watch me on YouTube or